How would the most jacked and most disciplined version of you live your life? That is the question I asked myself 1 year ago when I decided to wake up at 5 a.m. every single morning and build my dream physique. So 1 year ago, I asked myself that question, and the answers that I got, it wasn't watching Korn, playing video games, it wasn't staying up, drinking, watching Netflix, and just wasting time scrolling and things like that. So when I made myself ask that question and answer that question, I realized that the most jacked and disciplined version of myself, he wakes up early. He knocks out all of his things to do, his tasks to do. He stops procrastinating. He moves the needle forwards towards his goals, and he actually gets shit done, right? Working out, eating protein early in the morning. If you guys aren't following me already on Instagram, you will see that every single morning I will wake up at 5 a.m. I will do 50 push-ups. I will eat between 6 and 12 eggs every single morning. I will go and do like morning cardio. I will do some journaling, some meditation, and I'm really, really locked in on my habits. And what I've noticed is that these habits that I've been doing, they've been building my momentum to be able to achieve this physique. Because really, the body, the external, is just a reflection of what you've done. It's a reflection of the habits that you've been able to do routinely over and over and over and over. It's really easy and it becomes automatic to maintain these habits when they're things that I do every single morning, no matter what, right? There are going to be days when maybe I do miss one or the other, but if you miss one day, the trick is to just make sure that it doesn't happen 2 days in a row. And that way you can maintain that consistency where you're consistently, waking up early and you're consistently making progress. Because the most jacked and the most disciplined version of you is going to be that version of you that is consistent, that makes sure that he gets the things that he wants to get done. And for me, I have loved doing this. In the beginning, don't get me wrong, I hate waking up early. It's difficult, it's hard. It's one of the hardest things to do. But even though there are some days where I get barely any sleep, barely, like some days I will literally get like 4 hours, 5 hours sleep, and I'll wake up and I'll feel really groggy and it's really hard to get up. But waking up and going straight to my goals without much delay at all, right? Going straight to the 50 push-ups, going straight to, a cold shower, going straight into like the work, the hard stuff, and building that momentum, and really like all of that just gives me the energy. It gives me the energy that maybe I've missed in sleep. That's what people don't realize. They think, okay, but I need, 7-8 hours sleep. Fine. Sleep your 7-8 hours sleep, and then see how you feel when you haven't knocked out all of the habits that I've knocked out, right? See how you feel over the long run. You will feel much worse than you would have if you had woke up early and you just got after it straight away, right? Because what happened to me was I would sleep in, sometimes I'd wake up at like 10:30, and then I would go straight to my phone, right? I would start scrolling on it. I would start, watching content, or I would, check my messages, see that I have a couple of people to reply to. And then you just end up in that kind of cycle, right? You're following that momentum. Instead, what I did was I took the momentum of waking up early, doing 50 push-ups, of doing a cold shower, and starting that positive momentum where like my phone was completely put to the side. It isn't ever going to be a priority. The priority is me, my personal development. It's not going to be external, right? So guys, I want you to focus on your internal state, building that internal belief with yourself, because the internal belief that I'm talking about here is when you tell yourself that you want to wake up at a certain time, you tell yourself that you want to work out, that you want to build this physique, your mind is keeping a track record of everything that you're telling it. And when you decide to skip the workout, to hit snooze, to, not track your macros, to not eat what you're supposed to eat, it keeps a track of all of that. And it doesn't know the difference of, okay, well, I was tired this time, and this time there was a birthday party, and this time, it doesn't do that, right? We know, if you've been in this game for a while, you know for sure that when you decide, you're going to skip something, your mind doesn't know the difference of whether or not you were tired or busy or, what your day looked like. So when you wake up early and you instantly do the hard things, that's when you start, cheating the system, because then nothing can get in your way. All of a sudden, when the things that used to get in your way can no longer attack you, that's where, it's bliss. That's where, that's literally heaven on earth, right? That's when you're able to make progress every single day over and over and over and over without anything getting in your way. So guys, do this for 30 days, and I promise you, the amount of momentum that you will build, the amount of discipline that you will instill in your life, the man that you will become in just 30 days of doing this is going to be life-changing. You will experience it. This isn't a quick cheat, a quick fix, but you'll realize after a couple of days of doing this, you're going to see that there is a huge difference in your life. All of a sudden, you'll realize you've made progress in 5 different areas, because literally by 9 a.m., I've already done my 3 hardest tasks. By 12, I'm pretty much done with everything. By 4, I can literally check out and only take calls. Because guys, what you want is a life of freedom, right? And trust me, watching Netflix at 9, 10, 11 p.m., that's not freedom. Drinking alcohol, going out, doing all of these things, that's not setting you up for a life of success, right? So the way that we set ourselves up as men is we wake up early, we do the things that we know that we're supposed to, we build the momentum, and we create the man. The most jacked and disciplined version of me wakes up early, he plans the night before, he prepares, he gets everything straight, right? Packing up your bag, folding your clothes, making sure that everything is ready so that in the morning when that alarm bell goes, you're ready, you're there. You're like, okay, what do I need to do? First task, check. Second task, check. Third task, check. Okay, is everything still okay? Right. What still needs to get done? How do I work on my next goals? Right, creating that momentum, because a lot of the time what we do in the morning is we wake up and repeat the day before. And if your day before was, I'm gonna wake up, scroll, check some messages, right? That's not gonna set you up for the life of success. That's not. So the reverse is you spend 1, 2, maybe 3 days, okay, where you are consistent on the things that you know you need to do in the morning, right? Set them up in a way where you can't fail, okay? Now, if you need some help with this, I have a link in the top of the description that's going to take you to a page. On that page, you will book in a call with me and we'll talk for about 30 minutes and I'll see if I can actually help you with your goals, all right? Now, that is all for this video, but I will see you guys in the next one.